When examining the Roman Empire, we typically focus on architectural and military achievements. However, an equally crucial aspect of imperial functioning was medical practice. Roman physicians played essential roles in both civilian life and military operations. But how did medicine function within Roman society? Who were its key practitioners, and what were their responsibilities? Let's explore Roman medical history. In early Rome, before professional medical practitioners emerged, the paterfamilias, male head of household, assumed primary healthcare responsibility for family members. This patriarch managed illnesses and injuries using traditional knowledge transmitted through generations. Instead of physicians, Roman families relied on the paterfamilias for health issues, employing natural remedies, including herbs and infusions. Religious elements often supplemented these treatments, with prayers and sacrificial offerings addressing potential divine causation of illness. For more serious conditions, the paterfamilias might implement more aggressive treatments, like bloodletting, which represented standard practice during this period. Alternatively, he might seek assistance from foreign practitioners, particularly Greeks, who began appearing in Rome. The arrival of Greek physicians in Rome, especially after the 2nd century BC, transformed Roman medicine fundamentally, revolutionizing health practices throughout the Republic. Greek medicine, more systematically organized and grounded in both theory and observational evidence, introduced revolutionary concepts to Rome. As the Republic expanded and Greek contact increased, physicians from Hellenic regions increasingly relocated to Rome. Initially, Romans maintained skepticism, priding themselves on indigenous traditions. Gradually, however, they recognized the effectiveness and sophistication of Greek medical approaches, particularly regarding surgery and complex pathologies. The earliest documented Greek physicians in Rome arrived with exceptional training from prestigious Greek institutions like Alexandria. Among the first recognized practitioners was Asclepiades of Bithynia, who arrived in Rome during the 1st century BC. He introduced progressive medical philosophy, emphasizing balance between physical and mental health, while advocating the body's natural healing capabilities. His approach favored gentle interventions like therapeutic baths and dietary modifications, rather than aggressive procedures common at the time. Beyond improving treatment methodologies, Greek practitioners introduced revolutionary medical philosophy. They demonstrated that illnesses stemmed from bodily imbalances rather than divine punishment, encouraging Romans to approach medicine more scientifically with reduced superstitious influence. Military campaigns' intensity and duration necessitated sophisticated medical infrastructure capable of addressing diverse injuries and illnesses. Initially, military medical personnel served as basic attendants accompanying armies. Over time, however, medicine within Roman military structures evolved into a more formalized and specialized profession. During the 1st century BC, Romans implemented more systematic medical organization, with Julius Caesar's consulship marking a transformative period when military medicine gained official status. Caesar granted citizenship to army physicians and established formal education and training protocols for these professionals. The battlefield medical contingent encompassed various specialized roles with clearly defined responsibilities. Primary professional categories in Roman military medicine included medici, veterinarii, optio-valetudinarii, and capsarii, each fulfilling specific healthcare functions. The medici represented the primary physicians responsible for treating wounded and ill soldiers. These practitioners typically specialize in surgical intervention, diagnostic assessment, or general care. Their training prepared them for diverse conditions ranging from minor injuries to battlefield trauma. Medici responsibilities included treating weapon wounds, fractures, infections, and various diseases. They performed surgical procedures, including amputations and drainage operations when necessary. The veterinarii provided general care and support services, particularly focusing on veterans and long-serving soldiers. Beyond treating illnesses and injuries, they monitored soldiers' physical and emotional well-being. They assisted recovery processes and helped maintain troop physical condition during campaigns, a crucial factor in Roman military effectiveness. The optio-valetudinarii fulfilled essential administrative functions within Roman military medicine. This officer managed military hospital operations, ensuring medical resource availability and proper allocation. The optio coordinated medical teams, including doctors, attendants, and support personnel, maintaining efficient and organized care delivery. The capsarii served as medical assistants, specializing in wound dressing and post-surgical care. These practitioners manage healing processes directly, changing bandages, cleaning wounds, and applying medicinal preparations. They arrange transportation for wounded soldiers to field hospitals and ensured appropriate treatment delivery. Their role proved essential to recovery outcomes through direct daily management of injuries and illnesses. The valetudinaria were military hospitals designed to provide comprehensive care for wounded, ill, or incapacitated soldiers. These facilities were constructed within or adjacent to fortresses and encampments, ensuring rapid access during conflicts. The term valetudinaria derives from valetudo, meaning health or well-being in Latin, appropriate for facilities dedicated to recovery away from combat zones. These hospitals featured practical, functional designs. Typically, valetudinaria included triage centers, surgical theaters, recovery wards, rest areas, and storage facilities for medicinal supplies and instruments. Constructed in rectangular configurations, they contained specialized sections for different treatment categories. Larger facilities accommodated up to 200 patients simultaneously. The valetudinaria contained diverse medical instruments for forceps, scalpels, syringes, and specialized surgical implements. Surgery within ancient Rome, particularly in military contexts, represented sophisticated practice essential for addressing serious trauma. Since most battlefield injuries involve direct physical damage, lacerations, fractures, and penetrating wounds, Roman surgeons developed various techniques for treating injured soldiers. Primary surgical procedures performed by Roman military physicians included amputations. When soldiers suffered severe limb fractures compromising overall function or health, amputation often represented the only viable intervention. Using scalpels, bone levers, and specialized instruments, surgeons performed limb removals, frequently as life-saving measures. Open wound treatment. Injuries from bladed weapons or projectiles typically required suturing. Battlefield wound surgery carries significant risks, but proved essential for preventing infection and promoting healing. Ophthalmologic surgery. Cataract removal represented widespread practice in Roman medicine. Though primitive compared to modern techniques, Romans utilized specialized needles and instruments to extract cataracts and improve vision. Fracture management. When bones broke, Roman physicians applied immobilization techniques using bandages and stabilization devices to support healing. Though Romans demonstrated considerable surgical knowledge, procedures primarily addressed external injuries, as interventions involving brain, heart, and other vital organs remained exceptionally rare due to inherent risks. Additionally, Romans lacked effective anesthetics, meaning surgeries occurred while patients remained conscious, creating extraordinarily painful procedures. During Augustus's reign, physicians received tax exemptions and professional benefits, helping formalize medicine throughout Rome. However, healthcare remained unevenly distributed, with most physicians serving only upper classes, while ordinary citizens relied on folk healers and traditional remedies. Roman medicine, which reached unprecedented sophistication during the imperial period, with the Western Roman Empire's collapse in the 5th century AD. As Roman political structures disintegrated, much Greek and Roman medical knowledge vanished or fell into disuse. Medical institutions that flourished during Roman hegemony dissolved, while Greek and Roman practitioners became increasingly scarce in urban centers. Despite medieval medicine's regression, many Roman medieval texts by authorities like Galen and Dioscorides survived. Islamic scholars and European monasteries preserved these invaluable medical writings through careful copying and translation. During the Renaissance, scholars rediscovered these preserved texts and renewed their study, helping revive classical medical knowledge. This rediscovery of Roman medical concepts played a foundational role in developing early modern medical practice. If you found this exploration of Roman medicine fascinating, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more historical insights. We'll see you in our next historical journey.